Project management for success at work. Project management is more than just meeting deadlines. It's about delivering results with both precision and purpose. Whether you're working in engineering, tech, manufacturing, or research, project success relies on well-executed management. Effective project management begins with thorough planning, setting clear objectives, identifying resources, and anticipating challenges. Execution involves putting those plans into action, managing people and tasks, and adjusting when conditions change. Leadership plays a critical role throughout, providing guidance, motivation, and decision-making that keeps the team aligned. And of course, it all comes down to results. Success isn't just completing tasks, it's achieving the intended outcomes with quality and impact. In this course, you'll learn how to transform ideas into reality using structured project management techniques, tools, and soft skills. You'll understand the life cycle of a project and how to lead with accountability, drive performance, and deliver results that matter. Course overview. This course offers a comprehensive introduction to project management designed for high-performing technical professionals. First, you'll learn the core principles, definitions, and importance of project management in organizational success. Next, we explore the roles and responsibilities of everyone involved: project managers, sponsors, team members, and stakeholders. Each has a unique function, and collaboration is key. We'll cover major methodologies like waterfall, agile, Scrum, Kanban, and hybrid approaches. Understanding when and how to use these methods helps tailor solutions to your project's needs. You'll also become familiar with the life cycle phases, from initiation through closure, and how modern digital tools support each step. Risk management is essential in every project. You'll learn how to anticipate and respond to technical, operational, and financial risks. Soft skills like leadership and communication are equally vital. Finally, we focus on how to measure success, not just by staying on schedule and under budget, but by delivering strategic value that advances organizational goals. What is project management? Project management is the disciplined process of planning, organizing, executing, and controlling resources to accomplish a defined goal. A project is a temporary effort with a specific start and end, created to deliver something unique, whether a product, service, or result. The structured nature of project management ensures that work is completed within the constraints of time, budget, scope, and quality. Key components include initiation, where the project is defined and authorized; planning, where goals and tasks are outlined; execution, where the actual work gets done; monitoring and controlling, which involves tracking progress and making adjustments; and closure, where the project is formally completed. These steps together form the project management lifecycle, used across industries from aerospace to biotech. Project management lifecycle. The project management lifecycle consists of 5 distinct phases that guide a project from inception to completion. It starts with initiation, where the project's purpose is defined and authorization is secured. This sets the vision and scope for what's to come. In the planning phase, the roadmap is developed. Scope, schedule, budget, and risk assessments are outlined. This ensures that everyone is aligned before work begins. Execution is where tasks are performed and deliverables are created. It involves close coordination of team members and resources. During monitoring and controlling, progress is tracked against the plan. Deviations are identified, and corrective actions are taken to stay on course. Finally, closure wraps up all activities, confirming deliverables, releasing resources, and documenting lessons learned. These 5 phases create a reliable structure that can be applied across any industry. By mastering each stage, project managers can consistently deliver results with clarity and control. Why project management matters. Project management is crucial in today's fast-paced business environment, where competition is fierce and stakes are high. It's what separates ideas that become reality from those that fail to deliver value. Effective project management ensures timely delivery so that projects are completed on schedule, meeting both deadlines and stakeholder expectations. It provides cost control through careful planning and ongoing monitoring of resources. It supports strategic alignment, helping ensure that every project contributes directly to organizational goals. It also enables risk management, identifying potential issues early and putting mitigation plans in place. And it improves stakeholder satisfaction through clear communication and expectation management. Without strong project management, teams suffer from missed deadlines, budget overruns, poor coordination, and unclear objectives, all of which can result in quality issues that damage reputation and performance. Ultimately, good project management is not optional. It's foundational to delivering results with impact and reliability. The triple constraint: scope, time, cost. Every project operates within a triangle of constraints: scope, time, and cost. This model, often called the project management triangle, represents the essential trade-offs that must be managed throughout a project. Scope defines what work must be done to meet the project's goals, including all features, functions, and deliverables. Time includes the schedule, key milestones, and how long each task will take. Cost involves budgeting for labor, materials, and equipment. These constraints are interdependent. For example, expanding the scope usually increases both cost and timeline. Accelerating delivery might raise costs or require reducing scope. Project managers must make informed decisions to balance these elements while also ensuring quality. Adjusting one side of the triangle affects the others. That's why great project managers focus not only on technical execution, but also on managing expectations and communicating trade-offs. Mastery of the triple constraint is key to delivering projects that are efficient, aligned, and successful. Key roles in project management. Clear role definition is essential to project success. When everyone knows their responsibilities, teams function more efficiently, communication improves, and outcomes are more predictable. The project manager is the central leadership figure. They oversee the entire project scope, manage the team and resources, track progress against milestones, and serve as the communication hub for all stakeholders. The project sponsor provides executive support and strategic direction. Sponsors secure funding, ensure alignment with organizational priorities, and remove obstacles that could block progress. Team members are the ones doing the work, executing tasks, contributing their technical or subject matter expertise, and solving problems through collaboration. Finally, stakeholders include anyone affected by the project: clients, end users, regulators, or internal departments. They provide requirements, feedback, and sometimes decision-making authority. Successful projects start with clearly defined roles that are documented and communicated. This clarity builds accountability, minimizes confusion, and fosters a collaborative project environment. Project management methodologies. Choosing the right project management methodology is a critical decision. There's no universal approach that fits every project because different industries and teams have different needs. The waterfall method is linear and sequential, ideal for predictable projects with well-defined requirements, like construction or manufacturing. Agile is iterative and adaptive. It's great for projects with evolving goals, especially in software or product development. Within Agile, there are frameworks like Scrum and Kanban. Scrum uses short, focused work cycles, or sprints, with built-in feedback loops. Kanban emphasizes visual task management and continuous flow. Hybrid approaches blend aspects of waterfall and Agile, making them suitable for projects that include both stable and dynamic elements. The key is to choose the methodology based on the specific needs of the project, not based on what's trendy. The right approach helps manage complexity, reduce risk, and align team efforts with project goals effectively. Waterfall and Agile. Waterfall is a structured, step-by-step approach where each phase, requirements, design, implementation, testing, and deployment, must be completed before the next begins. It works best for projects where requirements are stable and well understood from the start. Industries like construction and manufacturing rely on waterfall because they need extensive documentation and predictability. Agile, by contrast, uses short, iterative cycles to develop, test, and refine deliverables. Agile is adaptive, embracing change and continuous stakeholder feedback. It's especially effective for projects with evolving needs, such as software development and innovation-driven initiatives. Agile favors working prototypes over excessive documentation, enabling faster delivery and more flexible project pivots. While Waterfall emphasizes planning and control, Agile emphasizes collaboration, speed, and flexibility. Understanding both methodologies and their strengths empowers project managers to apply the right one depending on the environment. Sometimes, even within a single company, different projects may benefit from different approaches. Scrum and Kanban. Scrum and Kanban are two popular Agile frameworks, each with unique strengths. Scrum organizes work into short, time-boxed sprints, usually about 2 weeks. Teams select tasks from a prioritized product backlog during sprint planning. Each day, team members align in a daily scrum, a quick 15-minute meeting to share progress and obstacles. At the end of each sprint, the team holds a sprint review to demo completed work to stakeholders, followed by a sprint retrospective to reflect on the process and identify improvements. Scrum is ideal for fast-paced environments like software development, where continuous learning and adaptation are key. Kanban, on the other hand, emphasizes visual workflow management. Tasks move across columns such as to do, in progress, and done, with work in progress, WIP, limits to prevent overload. Kanban supports continuous delivery, making it great for IT operations, support, and maintenance. Both frameworks encourage transparency, team ownership, and ongoing refinement. Hybrid approaches. Hybrid project management blends the predictability of Waterfall with the adaptability of Agile. It's especially useful for complex projects that contain both well-defined and evolving components. For example, in hardware-software product development, the hardware may follow a traditional waterfall sequence: requirements, design, manufacturing, while software development runs in agile sprints, allowing for frequent feedback and updates. In enterprise system implementations, the infrastructure might use a structured, phased plan, while user interfaces and experience design evolve through iterative cycles. Another example is regulated product development, where compliance steps follow formal documentation gates, but the development work itself happens in agile loops within each phase. Hybrid methods provide the structure needed for documentation and risk management, while allowing for flexible delivery and improved stakeholder satisfaction. They are ideal for cross-functional teams, regulated industries, and organizations transitioning from waterfall to agile. The most successful hybrids are customized to fit the project, not the other way around. Essential project management tools. Modern project managers rely on digital tools to drive transparency, coordination, and adaptability. These tools support every phase, from planning to closure. For visual task tracking and team collaboration, platforms like Trello, Asana, and ClickUp offer Kanban-style boards, workflows, and checklists. These are ideal for agile teams and marketing projects. For advanced scheduling and resource planning, Microsoft Project provides Gantt charts and detailed dependency mapping, perfect for complex, large-scale efforts. In software development, Jira excels at issue tracking, sprint planning, and agile metrics. For enterprise collaboration, Smartsheet combines spreadsheet-style planning with automation and cross-functional communication. Notion provides an all-in-one workspace, great for startups needing customizable databases, notes, and timelines. Lastly, integration tools like Zapier and Integromat connect platforms and automate workflows. The key is to select tools that match the project's size, scope, and team structure. Most organizations use a combination to meet diverse operational needs effectively. Project Management Lifecycle Overview. Every successful project follows a structured sequence of 5 phases, known as the project management lifecycle. It begins with initiation, where the project's purpose is defined, feasibility is assessed, and key stakeholders are identified. This phase provides the strategic justification and sets the vision. Next is planning, which involves creating detailed deliverables, breaking work into manageable packages, setting timelines, budgets, and identifying potential risks. This phase lays the groundwork for smooth execution. During execution, the plan is put into action. Teams coordinate, tasks are completed, and deliverables are produced. The monitoring and controlling phase runs parallel to execution. It ensures performance is measured against the plan, changes are evaluated, and quality is maintained. Finally, the closure phase ensures all deliverables are finalized, stakeholder approvals are secured, resources are released, and lessons learned are documented. Mastering each of these lifecycle phases equips project managers with the tools to deliver consistently high-impact outcomes. Phase 1. Initiation. Initiation is where a project takes its first real shape. It begins with defining the business problem or opportunity that the project aims to address. Next, a feasibility analysis is conducted to determine whether the project is viable given current constraints. This includes budget, timeline, and technical capabilities. Key stakeholders, those who will be impacted or have influence, are then identified. High-level project goals are outlined to establish direction, and a preliminary scope statement is created to define project boundaries. The key deliverables from this phase include the project charter, which formally authorizes the project, the stakeholder register, which lists all relevant parties, the business case, which justifies the investment, and the initial scope statement, which sets expectations. Practical examples include launching a new product, implementing enterprise software, or starting a construction project. A strong initiation phase builds a solid foundation for everything that follows. Don't rush it. Phase 2. Planning. Planning is where strategy turns into execution-ready action. First, a work breakdown structure, WBS, is created, breaking down the project scope into smaller, manageable tasks. Then, a project schedule is developed using tools like Gantt charts to sequence activities and define dependencies. Budget estimates are prepared to allocate resources appropriately. A thorough risk assessment identifies potential threats and outlines mitigation strategies. A communications plan is also established to ensure timely updates and stakeholder engagement. The main deliverables of this phase include the project management plan, which serves as the master guide for execution and control, the detailed WBS, the project schedule, complete with milestones and timelines, and the risk register, which logs risks with likelihood, impact, and responses. Real-world examples include sprint planning in software development, production scheduling in manufacturing, or vendor coordination in event planning. Effective planning saves time later. Every hour invested here can save 3 to 4 hours during execution. Phase 3. Execution. Execution is where the plan comes to life. During this phase, project teams carry out the tasks defined in the planning stage to create the final deliverables. It starts by coordinating team members and resources, making sure everyone knows their roles and has what they need to get started. Tasks are assigned and progress is monitored, with adjustments made as needed to stay on track. Regular status meetings are held to review updates, address issues, and realign as necessary. Teams must also manage workflow and dependencies, ensuring that work flows efficiently across functional boundaries. When problems arise, effective project managers handle obstacles proactively, preventing minor setbacks from escalating. Key deliverables during execution include status reports, which keep everyone informed, meeting minutes that document decisions and next steps, the project deliverables themselves, and an issue log to track and resolve problems. Strong communication and proactive management are what drive execution toward success. Phase 4. Monitoring and controlling. Monitoring and controlling keeps the project aligned with its plan, ensuring that goals are met with minimal deviation. The first step is to track key performance indicators, KPIs, and other metrics that show how well the project is progressing. Comparing actual progress to planned milestones helps identify areas that are ahead or behind schedule. When variances arise, change control processes are used to document, evaluate, and approve any needed changes to scope, budget, or schedule. Budget tracking and expenditure analysis are essential for maintaining financial control. In parallel, quality assurance and quality control activities verify that deliverables meet required standards. Deliverables for this phase include performance reports, change requests, variance analyses, and risk response actions. For example, tools like earned value management help quantify performance using indices like CPI and SPI. The key is to monitor early and often, because what gets measured truly does get managed. Phase 5. Closure. Closure marks the official end of a project and ensures that everything is finalized and documented. First, the team must confirm that all deliverables are complete and meet agreed-upon standards. Then, formal sign-off from stakeholders is obtained to validate acceptance. One of the most valuable practices is documenting lessons learned and best practices, which help future projects succeed. Teams and resources are released during this time, freeing them up for new initiatives. Finally, all project documentation is archived, creating a reliable reference for audits and future planning. Key deliverables include the final acceptance document, which confirms completion, a lessons learned register capturing successes and improvement areas, the final project report, which summarizes performance and metrics, and a team performance assessment to evaluate individual and group contributions. Whether it's a product launch, software deployment, or construction wrap-up, don't rush closure. Taking time here drives continuous improvement and raises future success rates. Risk management and key soft skills. Project success isn't just about technical precision, it's also about preparing for the unexpected and leading people effectively. Risk management begins with accepting that uncertainty is inevitable. Great project managers proactively identify risks, assess their impact, and develop mitigation and response plans. Risks can be technical, such as integration failures or unclear specifications. They may be financial, involving budget overruns or scope creep. Operational risks stem from resource shortages or process failures. External risks include supplier issues, regulatory shifts, or market volatility. Alongside risk planning, project managers must build strong soft skills. Effective communication keeps everyone aligned. Leadership inspires and maintains accountability. Problem-solving ensures quick responses to roadblocks. Negotiation helps balance stakeholder demands and resource limitations. And emotional intelligence enables managers to understand team dynamics and defuse conflict. Technical tools may guide the project, but it's these interpersonal skills and proactive risk strategies that often make the difference between failure and success. Measuring project success and conclusion. Success in project management goes beyond finishing on time and under budget. True success is measured by meeting defined objectives, ensuring deliverables meet required standards and strategic goals. Stakeholder satisfaction is also crucial. If those affected by the project feel their expectations were met, engagement and support will follow. Another vital factor is business value delivery. Did the project make a measurable impact on the organization's mission or bottom line? Teams must also ensure knowledge transfer, documenting lessons learned to guide future projects. Key measurement tools include earned value management, EVM, which combines scope, schedule, and cost into a single performance metric. Key performance indicators, KPIs, and post-project reviews and surveys. Ultimately, project management is a leadership engine. It turns ideas into execution, manages complexity with clarity, and delivers value through structured collaboration. Professionals who master this discipline don't just get things done, they drive meaningful outcomes, one milestone at a time.